As tensions escalate in the Middle East, President Trump's call to Putin adds an unexpected layer to the unfolding drama. TV show jibe News took aim at President Donald Trump on its Monday, June 16 edition of the program, hosted by Ellie Costello and Stephen Dixon. Trump shared how he had spoken with Russian President Putin this morning, after calling the leader of the free world to wish him a happy birthday, and to discuss tensions in the Middle East, leading Stephen to say, "What the hell?"
It comes as Iran retaliated following Israel's attack on its nuclear sites on Friday, which killed senior army officers and nuclear scientists. The Iranian response has resulted in at least 3 people killed and dozens of injuries in Israel, according to medics. Iranian state TV, meanwhile, has reported that 20 children are among the 60 killed in a strike on a Tehran neighborhood on Saturday. Speaking on the conflict and Trump's promise for a ceasefire, political correspondent Piers Pottinger shared his thoughts. He stated, "It has intensified. The worrying thing about Iran is that many experts believe they could make a nuclear bomb in 2 weeks if they wanted to. If this were to escalate into nuclear territory, it would be terrifying for the world. Many people in Iran would like to see this regime go. Living standards in Iran are not good. Even though Trump talks about peace and ceasefires, he is always talking about this, of course. He said he asked Putin to be a mediator in this. I mean, for goodness sake, what are we doing asking a man who is already causing misery in Russia is to be involved? What are we doing, asking him to mediate in a separate war?" He added, "We should be giving Israel our democratic support, and that is what Trump needs to be talking about in the Canadian Rockies. Especially when we have just heard a Labour leader talking about de-escalating. That is nonsense." A group of 7 leaders, including Trump, is preparing to hold talks later in Canada, tackling issues including the escalating conflict between Iran and Israel. The 3-day gathering in the mountain town of Kananaskis will see Trump sit once more with Ukrainian President Zelensky, while Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has designed an agenda aimed at minimizing disagreements within the club of wealthy industrial democracies, comprising Britain, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United States. Canada is now sounding out countries about making a joint call on Israel and Iran, diplomats said. The statement could call for de-escalation or could simply back Israel, saying that it has a right to defend itself due to Iran's contested nuclear work. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen told reporters that she spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu before the summit and agreed that Iran was to blame.